Hey, shalom, shalom. We want to start off
Shalom.
with all praises, all the glory too. Yahweh,
Yahweh,
Hashem,
Ba'ashem,
Hashem,
Yahushua,
Hashem.
Ba'ashem, Kodash.
Double honors to the apostles and elders, great millstone, peace and salutations. So hopefully, we coming at you with another lesson to the spirit and power. Yahweh, Shai. Lord willing, the lesson may be edifying. As you can see, the title: Scarcity is coming soon. All right, so me and the other brother, we had a conversation earlier this morning, and this is basically a land back off of what I'm starting to see happening at my job. Now, I'll give y'all a brief explanation of the place that I work at. The place that I work at is a warehouse, and we deal with all types of food. Okay, not just food, water. Basically, your basic. I'll say this: your basic necessities. Okay, your basic necessities. And I started to realize when the past 2 days, you had individuals coming into the place wanting to buy, wanting to buy pallets of rice. They're coming in to buy pallets of rice. So now you got to ask yourself, why are these individuals buying pallets of rice? It's not cheap. Pallets of rice is not cheap. We're talking about thousands of dollars of rice. You gotta ask yourself why. And somebody Ephesians 5:15, Baba Kashab.
You said which one was that?
The book of Ephesians, chapter 5, verse 15.
Okay, Ephesians 5:15.
Come on.
All right. You ready for it now? Can you hear me?
Yeah. I heard you. You perfect, bro. Go ahead. Do your thing.
Book of Ephesians, chapter 5, verse 15. See then that ye walk circumspectly, not as fools, but as wise.
So we're operating not as fools, but as wise. So when we see certain things taking place, when you see certain people running around buying things at an abnormal rate, you gotta wonder and say, why are they doing this? We know why they're doing this because why? As watchmen, we are keeping up with the news. We are knowing what's going on around the world of why they're doing the things that they're doing. Why they are hoarding up this so much abundance of rice. But we're going to get into that very soon. But go ahead, Al.
All right. Let me go back to it. Salaki. Redeeming the time because the days are evil.
Because the days are evil. These are the times we are coming in. Okay? Now, we got a few articles that we're going to read, and it's all going to make sense. You got India. India just said they are banning exports. Now, you got to pay attention that America, Babylon the Great, is what? An importing country. We're more of an importing country. In India, Daniela, what they say? India is what, number 2, right?
Yeah, they're number now. In some articles, they say they're the leading in exporting rice, but they're
Right.
number 2 in producing and exporting rice in the entire world.
So now you got India that said they put ban on exports of delivering rice. You think these heathens don't know this? So as these heathens know this, they're coming to the job that I'm at, where I can see what they're doing and report it back to the Israelite family or the brotherhood of Great Millstone of saying people are realizing what's taking place in the earth. Okay, but this is just all a part of being circumspect, right? Go ahead, Azaria.
It says, wherefore be ye not unwise, but understanding what the will of Yahweh is.
Right, so that's going into a different aspect, but I want to go into the be wise part. So as a man of the Lord is being wise, as I see these different things take place, I look at it in a spiritual aspect of we can see it shifting. We can see because when you see the what's the word I want to use? The attitude that people have when they want to rush in and just get it, and they're like, I have to have it. You have to look at it like, what is going on? Mm-hmm. So only a few people know what's going on. So you have to look at it as what is taking place for people to do this. Why they want to hoard this? You haven't did it before. What's going on? When I understood that people were coming to my job and buying pallets of this, I already knew why. Because I was being circumspect. I was going back to the holy scriptures of seeing what was taking place. And this was happening. So as scarcity is coming, people are going to be more on alert. People are going to be more ready to be selfish into themselves of fuck y'all. I gotta take care of me. Just like India said. India said what? India said we gotta take care of our own people. We can't keep exporting this shit and things not going good. We're worried about our people first. So we put a ban on exports. Now, with me saying that y'all rock out with them articles, brother. Bubba Kashab.
Kind. So
It's showing on the screen.
Hey, Zario, if you got some, throw it in there,
oh,
bro.
it's showing on the screen?
Yes,
Yeah,
sir. It's right there.
we good, Op.
Oh, okay. I ain't
We
really
good.
okay. Perfect. Perfect. Don't know how that happened, but thank the Most High.
Oh, yeah, about some shot.
Kind. Let me get my what you call it back on here. It's a lot. There we go. Okay. Perfect. Right. Okay. All right. So here's one of the articles that we sent. I sent you over the phone. I pulled it up over here.
Hey, so Salakia, so the both of them articles you sent over the phone, bring both of them out, and I'll pull scriptures after that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Let me get this other one then. I was trying to get this other one.
I mean, because I'll say this, these things got to be talked about. Why? Because it's biblical prophecy. Because this is showing you the lead into the scarcity of things that's going to be on the shelves. These is showing you the things of basically the famine that's about to come to take place in American Babylon the Great. These things that we're used to, we're not about to readily have at any given moment. And the average American think that at any given moment we can go to Burger King, McDonald's, Wendy's, Subway, wherever you go, right? Or whatever DoorDash or Uber Uber Eats you want to call it. That shit is about to be out. That shit's about to be done. So the scarcity, we're going to see it very soon. Everything is already high. Meat is high. Milk is high. Cheese is high. We just had a conference call today. They talking about the company of yogurt. They can't produce as much production as they need, what the company needs, and that's just for the company that I'm in. What about the several other companies that they distribute to? So this is a worldwide scale of these different things happening.
God.
Go ahead, Doc.
Okay, so this is the article I sent here. So it says economic research. This is from ers.usda.gov. It says rice sector at a glance. It says U.S. rice trade production, marketing, and use of rice. Okay, it says rice is the primary staple food for more than half the world's population.
Stop. Rice? Bro. Bro, listen. Read that one more time, Abu Kasham.
Rice is the primary staple food for more than half of the world's population.
Rice, bro. Rice is half. Now, it only makes sense because as the meaner brother talks, when you think about Chinese and Japanese and Thai food and even Benjamian food, or let's say Jamaican food, yeah, people eat Jamaican food, the main thing of these meals is rice. So now the one I'll say one of the two most things that people eat is what, brothers? Bread and rice.
Bread and rice, yep.
Bread and rice. Because those are the things that you can get an abundance of it, and it's cheap, and it can fill people up fast without them or without you having to spend this extra amount of money. So it's bread and rice. Now we talking about rice. Go ahead, Doc. Oh, you want? Go ahead.
Right.
Go ahead, bro.
It says with Asia, Sub-Saharan Africa, and South America, the largest consuming regions, the bulk of global rice is classified as Orza sativa, a plant species which is believed to have originated in Asia from the
It's good, bro. You good.
Gramineaceae family, which is the grass family. Let's just say grass family. Why don't you just say that? It says although rice is produced over vast areas of the world, the physical requirements for growing it are limited to certain areas. Economically sound production typically requires high average daytime temperatures, but cooler nights during the growing season and plentiful supply of water applied as needed. A smooth land surface to facilitate uniform flooding and drainage, and a subsoil hard pan that inhibits percolation, downward movement of water through the rice bed. 4 major types of rice are produced and traded worldwide.
Damn.
So it's only certain places that can grow rice that are fit for growing rice.
And so rice is very beneficial because look, we F rice up. You know what I'm saying? We mess rice. Oh, we lost. But we mess rice up, you know what I'm saying? Rice is good. We like it. But we about to show. Go ahead. Read this article. Slovakia.
Arkansas rice production.
Or get the meat out of that, and then you know what I mean.
Because we read something on here. We read something on here earlier over the phone. It's just different when you're on a PC how the article's set up.
Okay.
Rice exports, time supplier.
No, because and I'll say this because people look at like, oh, it's just rice. No. It's not just rice. When you think about rice is very sustainable. Rice is a dry good that you can store and put water in it whenever, anytime given to soften it up and eat it. So rice is very valuable. People discredit rice.
Yeah.
But guess what? Rice can last long. Oh my gosh! You know what? Somebody give me oh my goodness. Whatever I'm saying, bro, just give me some.
I have some
good spirit.
I don't mess it up.
People,
see if I can
don't
get
understand that word. Go, what you say?
Go ahead, bro. I was just trying to get my scriptures to pop back up. Go ahead, bro.
Okay, you know what I'm saying? What I was saying was people don't understand what with rice. If you got dry rice, you don't need electricity for dry rice.
That's true.
You know what I'm saying? If the grid shut down, you don't need electricity. All you need is water. Of course, filter water at that, but all you need is water.
Water and fire, baby.
Huh?
Water and fire.
Water and fire. Naturally, though, you feel what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. But if they do an EMP and shut the grid down, you can't do shit with your meat. You can't do shit with nothing. Now, if you got fire, you can still grill your meat and stuff like that. But what I'm saying is the rice is more so, it's sustainable and you can keep an abundance of it and still survive more than almost meat. Because meat can go bad quickly. So people underestimate rice. But go ahead, Slovakia.
Yeah, so I just wanted to back you up, because you got to look at during the times of the dearth, of which I don't think it was called a dearth, but the 7 years of plentifulness and the 7 years of famine in Egypt. Okay, they survived off of parched corn. Now that word parched means lacking in water. When there's a water content in a grain, that's when it typically goes bad. but when you dry it, it pretty much lasts forever. Popcorn is like that. Rice is like that. Corn is like that. Wheat is like that before you mill it. If you have the wheat berries whole, you can pretty much store those forever. But it's a way you got to store them. But nevertheless, I just wanted to back the bro up. And I got a few precepts kind of going into. I already got that, bro, but you can read it. I had pulled that up, but you can read it. You got it on the screen. Go ahead.
Oh, okay. Yeah, this is Ecclesiasticus chapter 39 and verse 26. It says, the principal things for the whole use of man's life are water, fire, iron, salt, flour of wheat, honey, milk, and the blood of the grape, and oil and clothing.
And this is what under the devil that who is ruling, he is trying to destroy the principal things of a man's use.
Yeah.
We get no. I ain't gonna say he's trying. He has already fucking destroyed it. This is why the Lord said we should eat or defile food among the Gentiles. Because guess what? You said, Bubba Kashaw, can you read those? Can you read all that stuff again, Bubba Kashaw, one more time?
Got it, bro. I think he done. Oh, you still got it. Go ahead, bro.
Con. It says the principal things for the whole use of man's life are water.
Stop. Every week I count. What do you say, bro, about the water and the goddamn water bottles?
Yeah, man. we shouldn't be drinking water out of a bottle, man. We should be able to go down to a river or to a spring to get our water. But when you go down on these trails by the river over here in Pittsburgh, right, it tells you not to get in the water, not to drink the water because it's toxic. They literally have signs telling you, giving you caution about that. And it shouldn't be that way.
Yep.
Oh, that's exactly right. And like it says in the beginning, it said these are the principal things for the whole use of man's life. So outside of, as the scriptures say, man should not live off of bread alone, but out of every word that proceeded out of the mouth of the Most High. But as far as a carnal aspect goes, these are the things that sustain you, that sustain life. Like the bro said, what are the main two things people eat? It's flour, or some type of bread and some type of rice, right? So, that was it. We had daily bread. There you go, grain. That's through the spirit, because I was looking that up. So, yeah, go ahead, bro.
Yeah, because I wanted to grab this because, that flour of wheat, that's a grain, man.
It is.
And, not only wheat, which is a big, bread is a big, bread, pasta. Those are big things in America, man.
Yeah.
But rice is also a grain.
Corn too, bro. Can't forget corn.
Yep, corn. Yep.
Corn is a heavy thing. You got cornmeal, you got corn cereal, you got, all type of shit, bro. Go ahead, bro.
Mm-hmm. So, hey, like I was telling the brother earlier, man, these different Asian restaurants, that includes the Elamites, that includes the Moabites, the Ammonites, right? The certain Ishmael, all these different restaurants that you like to eat at, that are so-called foreign or Asian restaurants, that rice is one of the main things they use to satisfy their customers. That's about to be out, man. That's about to be out. Same thing. Now I just noticed this right here. It says cereal grains. You got different other products that are made from rice. Goodbye to the rice noodles, the different cereals that are made out of rice, all these different things that have rice in there. That's about to be out.
People eat them little rice snack cakes for when they
rice. I got some rice cakes right now. That's about to be true.
Yeah.
Con. That's right.
You gonna get no rose con leche, nigga. You gonna be out.
Right, bro.
Right. So I'll read this just real quick. It says a grain is a small, hard, dry fruit with or without an attached whole layer, harvested for human and animal consumption. A grain crop is a grain-producing plant. The two main types of commercial grain crops are cereal and legumes. After being harvested, dry grains are more durable than other staple foods, which is what the brothers was going into, such as starchy fruits like plantains, breadfruit, and tubers, sweet potatoes, cassava, and more. It says this durability has made grains well suited to the industrial agriculture, right? So the durability meaning how long it lasts. It lasts for a long time, especially because of it lasts a long time in this dry state.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The water brings life. That's, hey man, plants in themselves, man, are a testament to the power of Yahweh Shem Yahushua, man, because you can store a plant, you can store a seed, whether it be a bean, legume, corn, wheat, store those things for years and then throw some water on that joint and let it soak and watch it
Yep.
spring to life.
Yep. They activate. What's the word they use? When you germinate a seed, you activate it, man, with that water.
Yes, sir.
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead, bro.
It says okay, of course. It says since they can be mechanically harvested, transported by rail or ship, stored for long periods in silos, and milled for flour or pressed for oil. Thus, the grain market is a major global commodity market that includes crops such as maize, that's corn, rice, soybeans, wheat, and other grains.
Yep. Oh, okay. All right.
So that's the point on that right there.
Now, so that's the first. Is that the first one?
What the
Article we was talking about this morning.
Yeah. This is. I just went back to the one we was just talking about.
Okay, con. So, okay, go ahead, bro. Go to the spirit.
Yeah. So right here, you can see who are the leading. Now, this one is from 2019.
Yeah.
But when we read it earlier, this one's from 2017. But when we read it, when I looked it up on Google earlier, these are the same numbers.
All right.
But right. So with China is the leading rice producer. In the world. Now,
hey, Salakia, bro. But before you get that, get the article that I said when I talked about you earlier before when I said what India is about to do. Then read that.
Oh, okay.
So it can make sense. So it can fall in line. I mean.
Okay, what India is about to do?
Yeah.
I don't think you sent me that one.
Well,
we talked about it, but I do have another article though.
Okay, I'm on the live stream, so I can't really pull up on my phone. But
I'm gonna see what I can find.
Huh?
I'm gonna see what I can find.
Yeah. Well, I'll roughly say it, but you can pull the article out. It talks about India. India is banning exports.
Oh wait. I think I got it right here. Yep. Okay. Here you go.
Got it.
Okay. I thought I deleted it. Okay. Yep. This from CNBC. It says India's rice export ban could send decade high prices spiking even further.
God.
India has banned the export of non-basmati white rice with immediate effect, the latest in government's effort to rein in high food prices.
Now, as I said, like I said it earlier, if you're just tuning in, at my job in the warehouse I'm in, people came and was buying pallets of rice, which cost thousands of dollars. Because what? They seen and they know what's going on. Now, Ed, this is Elon buying it. This ain't Edom. This ain't Ham. No, it was Elon. The same people of that country getting notice and getting word back from their country or however it may go of go get all the rice that you could. Because guess what? We're done sending rice to Babylon. Common sense.
Yeah.
So now we're telling people at work today, we don't have it. What do you mean? Y'all are buying pallets of it. We don't have it.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
It was that many.
Bro. Yes, bro.
That's crazy.
Hella many. And it just makes sense. But now I thought it, we're gonna read that article too. Now I thought it was because the Russia pulled out of that deal, right? You got that article right there. You can read from me, Bro Shaw, where Russia pulled out of that deal.
I don't have that one. No, look
Because
that.
that's the type in Russia pulls out of a grain deal. Because that's what I initially thought it was. But then I got this information later on today. I'm like, oh shit. That's like a double whammy. But hey, so why do you how about you never shot? Because man, we fuck this shit. The pressure needs to be on these people. These people are proud, they're arrogant, they don't give a shit, and they think America Babylon the Great is going to continue to exist. And we're telling you otherwise.
I got precept.
Go ahead, Doc.
Ezekiel 4:16 says, moreover, he said unto me, son of man, behold, I will break the staff of bread in Jerusalem. They shall eat bread by weight and with care. And,
and look, we are coming upon. Hey, look, brothers is doing this shit now.
yeah, Con.
You know what I'm saying? So brothers is like, what we gonna eat today? You know what? Let's make this meal together with this. Let's make the meal together with that. You know what I'm saying? Random people are already doing that. Just it needs even middle class people are doing it. Just what? To save cost. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But what we are is these things are going to get a lot much worse to the point where people are going to start really measuring these things of nigga, you drunk glasses of water. Your ass is done for the day.
I'm glad you said that. I'm glad.
Hey, bro, go ahead.
It says, and they shall eat bread by weight. And I was just looking at this scripture, and I was thinking about, people that be on diets. They got them little scales where they weigh out how many grams of protein, how many grams of this, and how many grams of that.
They really gonna be calorie counting.
Yeah. You're gonna take a whole piece of bread and you're gonna see what the total weight is. You're gonna be rationing out. Well, that means I can eat 10 grams a day of this bread for 5 days, just so I can put something in my stomach every day, And it says, and they shall drink water by measure and with astonishment. So, hey, people's about to be through, Yeah, God, it's another scripture too that comes to mind that says, and them that shall escape the hunger shall the sword destroy.
Mm-hmm.
Woo!
So there's gonna be a great hunger, man.
But look though. It said them that. But think about it though.
Let me go get that precept.
For them that escape hunger. So that's letting you know that people are going to be so fed and it might escape hunger. But what? Their judgment is going to be the sword.
Yep.
And they think they're getting away. Like, you know what? I'm full, I'm fed, good. The Lord taking care. Look at it in this way. Full, I'm fed. The Lord's taking care of me. He blessing me.
Mm.
Lord was just on me eating. Just to get killed by the sword.
Yeah. I got the precept when you're ready.
But
2 Ezra 16:21. Behold, victuals shall be so good cheap upon earth that they shall think themselves to be in good case.
So right now, when you look at the state of the earth of the people right now, because this is a different dynamic right now, and you brothers know, as we all been together for so long, we went through the whole scam.
Yeah.
We see how people interacted with each other. We seen how the streets was empty and people were more humble, and it was less proudness and rebellion, and it was more of like respect. You know what I'm saying? We seen these different. To now, it's complete opposite.
Yeah.
People are just out of their goddamn mind. But that's because they haven't dealt with reality of what's really to come, or reality hit them and say this is taking place. Because they were oblivious to the word of Yahweh Bashim Al Shah, or they're oblivious to prophecy, or they're oblivious to reality of the world, which still go back to biblical scriptures and prophecy, which people just do not acknowledge. But go ahead, Al, you got it.
Yeah, it says, I'm gonna read it again.
Yeah.
16:21. Behold, victuals shall be so good cheap upon earth.
So victuals, right? Goods.
Yep.
Right? Goods. So people look at the goods like, I can get this, I can get that, I can do this, I can do that. We good. Life is going back to normal. That's how people think right now. Life is going back to normal. But guess what? As the prophets of doom, as they called it, life is not going back to normal. Sorry, it's just not. But we see the different as we're bringing out these articles. This should tell you that life is not going back to normal. It's not.
God.
And if you can't see it, I don't know what the hell we don't know what to tell you, because it's in our face. And the Lord has set up certain brothers to work certain positions, whether military, whether what all across the world, whatever it is, any industry. The Lord has the Lord got a brother in every single department or industry that you can think of, for a brother report to the brotherhood to say, look, bro, I'm into trucking. This is what's going on. I'm into farming. This is what's going on. Or I'm in this agriculture. This is what's going on. I'm in a warehouse, and I'm in a police force, and I'm in the military, and I'm in cover all bases to let us know what the hell is going on. Good, you got it. Slakia.
No, you good, bro. I got that word victuals in the etymology.
Go ahead, bro.
It says food, nourishment, provisions.
Food, nourishment, provisions. Yep. As we stated, rice. Bro, rice is if you eat Moab shit, which I don't, I brother Israelites, I tell you not to. But if you eat Moab, what are you going to majority get? Right.
Egg fried right, chicken fried right.
Stupid. but no, you're right. Ammon, rice. Yeah. Thai food, rice. What else, Daniela? What else you say, Daniela?
Biryani, Indian food.
Go ahead.
Indian food, yeah, Vietnamese. I just walked past a couple restaurants today that, you know, rice is one of their main things. Vietnamese, Thai.
Look, there's very few people that don't have rice. When you get them grape leaves that got rice wrapped in the grape leaves, that's a Greek food. Car got rice and beans. Banyamya got rice and beans.
Ishmael.
Yeah. Everybody.
It's Northern Kingdom, because we read earlier that South America is one of the leading consumers in rice.
Yeah. Everybody down there.
Mm-hmm. That's big. Yeah. And I got this pulled up here too, because you read one of the definitions of victuals is provisions, right?
Yeah, there's some more, but it's a livelihood, food sustenance, that which sustains.
No. Hey, look.
Go ahead. What happened?
No, I'm saying get in there, bro. Get that.
Yeah. God, yes, like it. It's livelihood, food sustenance, that which sustains life. Like we was going into the principal things for the whole use of man's life. It says to live, from the stem of the word vivere or vivere in Latin, to live. And it says the pronunciation remains victuals. And I'm from the South, so I hear Jake say that a lot. I got my victuals.
Right. Now, victuals. What's another word that comes to mind? Vitals. Like when you go into the doctor, like, let me get your vitals, right?
Yeah.
Right. So, the food is vital for your survival, man, for your life. You know. But I'll pull this up too, just to harp on provisions, because that's what Banyamya will call certain food in the Caribbean. Like they'll call it a ground provision, right? Meaning food that you get from the ground, cassava and different stuff like that, or they'll call it provisions, right? So I got this pulled up. The word provision means foresight, prudence, care, a providing beforehand And that's one of the great things about grains is you can put that up and, you know, you can basically set it up to be eaten later, right? So you already got everything set it up to be eaten later, man. But now we're coming into a time where people are not going to be able to they're not going to be able to put up these different grains and foods, right? That they'll be able to eat down the line in the future, right? You think about someone like these different what do you call them, doomsday preppers, right? They got provisions stored up. They can see, okay, it's about to be scarcity, but I'm a put this up so I can eat this down the line.
But
right,
but this
those
thing,
are those
bro.
provisions.
Lock it, go ahead.
No, you got it, brother.
No, I was gonna say though, this is the crazy thing I think about that, right? As we watch these doomsday preppers, nigga, you are literally giving the government your fucking address where your goods is at. You done.
Mm-hmm. They got your IP address and everything. They triangulated your location and everything. You through.
Bro, we can go on right. We can go Hulu, YouTube, and say Doomsday Prepper series.
Yeah.
Nigga, you done.
Yeah, you burnt.
Yeah, now you got certain ones that are probably hip to that, so they don't record or do certain things in the area where they got their stuff. But majority of them just like, you got a YouTube channel, such and such prepping. Yeah, I'm out here on my farm and blah 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 blah. I'm like, come on, bro. They know where you at.
I'll say this: anybody in the right mind, and there's a lot of people out there in the world right now, they're not showing that shit. They're looking at, as we're looking at these people, they're like, these people are fucking idiots. Well, go ahead, bro. Slide.
I guess I can go back to this. I finished the second Esdras. All right, it says, behold, victuals shall be so good cheap upon the earth, in the second Esdras 16:21, that they shall think themselves to be in good case, and even then shall evils grow upon the earth, sword, famine, and great confusion.
Go ahead, Rock.
For many of them, you have something to say?
No, go ahead.
Many of them that dwell upon the earth shall perish of famine, and the others that escape the hunger shall the sword destroy. So, you're going to have people, because there's still the ability to find good deals. As a matter of fact, I see services being offered all the time. They got a grocery delivery service that takes the ugly produce or the ugly or the food that doesn't get sold, the odds and ends, and they repackage it or they buy it wholesale, and then they sell it at a cheaper price, and people can give it delivered to them. So there's all type of avenues. You still grocery stores are still having sales. Because the fact is, they can't sustain this wasteful way of creating produce during different seasons. Such a big harvest comes in and a big shipment comes in that they have to kind of take a loss rather than let all this shit go bad. So a lot of times they'll mark it down. You can find deals still. Okay, so hey, to a lot of people, it ain't nothing wrong. Ain't nothing going bad. Ain't nothing, But like it says, the famine and everything is multiplying in the earth, man.
Okay.
As we see with this grain restriction from India, which I looked it up, they actually banned wheat in 2022. They banned the export of wheat, and then they expanded it to rice, and they look like they're doubling down on this whole keeping the rice from leaving the organic non-basmati rice, as they said.
Hey, read that article, Walk. Bubba Kashaki, after Ozari is done talking.
Kind. That's funny too, because I had this article pulled up and didn't realize that it had everything we needed in there. But as this is from straighttimes.com, right? Because we're coming into difficult and straight times, right? It says heat, war, and exports bans. Global food threats are on the rise. It says, I'll read this footnote here. It says grain harvest will be much smaller too after struggling with drought.
Mm.
Right?
Hey, what? Oh, hey. So look, hold on. Salakia. Not only is the Lord struggling places with brother, Lord cold. Not only is he struggling places with drought, bro, he's scorching the earth with heat. What the fuck, bro? So places that are used to big places that are used to are heavy agriculture are feeling it. Can somebody slack it? Can somebody give me? We don't got to get it. All right. But I'll just say this: places that are struggling with heavy agriculture are feeling it in each way. Farmers are feeling it between the rain, between having no rain or got high intense heat, which is killing the crop,
Right.
and not rain. Lord, cold, man. It's the Lord doing this, but people don't understand. And it bro, go ahead, off. Slack it.
I got a precept backing up what you're saying here. The
Yeah.
second Ezra 15 and 11. It
Go
says,
ahead.
but I will bring them with a mighty hand and a stretched out arm, which that mighty hand and stretched out arm, that's the Lord Yahushua, right?
Uh-huh.
And will smite Egypt with plagues as before,
So
and will
go ahead.
right. You can speak on it, bro.
No, what's saying? He said, I'm gonna smite Egypt with plagues as before. So what you gotta understand is that America Babylon the Great is spiritually called Sodom and Egypt. This place is gonna get smited with plagues before. As we had to count, I think 2 weeks ago, right? We was about a river. Was it 2 weeks? Whatever. We was about a river, bro.
Yeah.
And
3 weeks.
That was about 2 weeks, yeah.
We getting attacked by baby lantern flies. We like, nigga. But there's so many articles out about that of the lantern flies in this city. What did they say? They said Pittsburgh has been invaded. What does that mean? You talking about a woman came out with a not an article, but she came out with a video. And she said, "I literally have lantern flies coming out my walls." I'm like,
Woo.
shit. That's what that's like a
That's a plague.
real.
Plague, yeah.
You know what I mean? Go ahead, y'all got it.
Mm-hmm. It says, smite Egypt with plagues as before, and will destroy all the land thereof.
Come.
Egypt shall mourn, and the foundations of there shall be smitten with the plague and punishment that the Most High shall bring upon it. They that till the ground shall mourn.
Hey, so Slocky though. The scriptures say what? For her sin has reached up unto heaven.
Mm-hmm.
Did y'all hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was buffering. The scriptures say for her sins have reached up to heaven. So the Lord said he was going to plague Egypt. Look, America, Babylon the Great is just this perfect place. You think it's going to just be adjustment? Fuck no. No. You going to mourn. You going to suffer. Go ahead, Doc.
Right. So going back, right, it says they that till the ground shall mourn.
So they ground. So now this goes into agriculture. They are mourning. If you don't believe us, go on YouTube. Look at all these different farmers. They're telling you. And we heard a month ago, they said, look, eventually, you might not see it now, but your meat is going to be more expensive, which we see. This is going to be more expensive, which you see. That's going to be more expensive, which you see.
Mm-hmm.
Or we're going to hoard this shit to ourselves and say, fuck off.
Right.
So now when you look at India, did you read that article yet? When India said, we're not exporting no more shit?
You
read that one?
Get too far into it yet.
Okay, I'm not. Can you read a little bit of that? Because that's going to back up the point of India, which is what is it? The second largest rice producer or grain producer.
No, you know what? That's in the article that we're about to get. That's
Okay.
why I wanted to, get it finished. Finish this right here, Salakia.
Okay. Okay. Do you think, Slahi? Do you think, bro?
Con. It says, "For their seed shall fail through the blasting and hail, and with a fearful constellation." Right. So a lot of these farmers around the world, they can see that they have these different what do you call it, freak weather events that destroys their crops, and they can see that things are not going to be, the harvest is not going to be good, man. When it talks about the fearful constellation, now the constellation goes into, looking at the stars, all right, to see whether or not it's going to be a good crop. And you actually, the tribe of Issachar, that was one of their gifts, okay, in the ancient world, to predict things upon the earth by looking into the stars, But that's why you have something called also what? The Farmer's Almanac, right? That basically that'll tell you through weather patterns and different things going on in the heavens whether or not, or when to plant certain things, and whether or not you'll get a good harvest, based upon the weather. And as we're gonna read, the Lord is making the weather he's scorching places, man. Things are hot and dry. He's making these different areas where different particular crops are grown. He's making the conditions not ideal to grow these crops, man. Brothers can hear me?
Yeah, come. I'm listening.
Okay, come. All right. So this is Straight Times.
Azoria. Okay, go ahead. I don't know what's going on, bro. Go ahead.
Okay.
Oh, I don't know why it got muted. Yeah, I was looking at an article.
Oh, okay. It might probably does that when you
I got an article whenever y'all. I got another article.
All right. Okay. All right.
This is Straight Times. It says London, as scorching temperatures ravage farms from the United States to China, crop harvest, fruit production, and dairy output are all coming under pressure. That extreme weather is just one of the threats to food supplies that are once again mounting around the world. Last week, top rice exporter India banned some shipments of the commodity, a staple for about half the world's population, to keep domestic prices in check. Russia quit a deal that allowed Ukrainian grain to flow safely across the Black Sea. On top of that is the recent arrival of the El Nino weather pattern that may cause further damage to agriculture. All of this is renewing concerns about food security and prices, creating a risk that rampant inflation on supermarket shelves will stick around for longer. That would be a fresh blow to consumers who were just starting to see some better news after a long running squeeze on household budgets. Like brothers like to talk about the squeeze, how the squeeze is coming. People was already being squeezed. People about to get squeezed some more, man.
Yeah.
Lord's about to squeeze the life out of this place. It says we're all still struggling under an inflationary regime, said President Tim Benton, a food security expert at Chatham House in London. And although inflation is tailing off, that doesn't, of course, mean the prices are going down. That's making sense. It means they're just going up more slowly. So there's still inflation, but they just kind of slowed it down a little bit. But it's still going up. The price of food's still going up. You know, certain things might have went back down, but it's still gonna creep back up, man.
Yep.
Yep.
I got to back that article up. Go ahead, Salaki.
Con. No, you good. Hey, good, bro. But I was about to say just real quick, just like gas is going to shoot up again. Food is going to shoot up. Everything is going to shoot up again. Everything that people think that is like, as the brother Azar read, victuals be good, so good, cheap. No, that shit is about to skyrocket. Because the other nations are cutting the U.S. out of a lot of deals.
Mm-hmm.
So even as we mentioned India, which is what, number 2 in what? The agriculture of grain. Right? For them to say we putting a ban on exporting our grain, bro. Hey, Daniela, real quick. Can you read the amount of grain the US get from India, Baba Kashar?
Kind. So the amount, let me see, the amount of grain that comes from that the US gets from India. Let me see here. How much rice? India. Oh yeah, people are hoarding bags of rice in India. Yeah.
While you looking that up, let me read this article just so it ain't no dead silence. You know what I'm saying?
Kind.
So this is an article backing up the article he read. It says this is the Economic Times. It was updated on the 25th of yesterday. Right? It says IMF, India's rice restrictions could fuel food price inflation. It says India's move to restrict exports of certain types of rice could help exacerbate food price inflation and should be reversed. International blah blah blah. India's move to restrict exports of certain
Nah, go ahead. You said blah blah blah. Go ahead,
I ain't all that. India's move to restrict, I don't care about their name. India's move to restrict the exports of certain types of rice could help to raise it. I'm going up just the same thing. Garinchas told a news conference that India's restriction would have a similar effect of the suspension of the Ukraine Black Sea grain export deal, helping to drive up prices in other countries. He added that global grain prices could rise 10 to 15% this year. It says that in the current environment, these types of restrictions are likely to exacerbate or meaning to basically increase volatility on food prices in the rest of the world. And they can also lead to retaliatory measures. Go ahead, bro.
Yeah, no. I was just gonna say, stepping it down to the point, shit is gonna get bad. That's the point. Shit is gonna get bad. Shit is going to increase. You know what I'm saying? So if you, I say this, if brothers eat Chinese food, look here. I'm not judging you. I just don't know. I don't know what to tell you.
Pastor Hart said he get him some every now and again.
Look.
Yeah, from the mall.
Hey, look, bro. I'm just saying, bro. You tripping? That's just me. Now, do I eat a chicken fried egg roll? Yes, I do. But that whole General Associate and all that, no, I don't fuck with that.
So I said I don't know what that is.
And spring rolls. You know.
Hey, bro, you missing out. But let me get back on point.
No. I was saying what you be saying about that General Soul's like, nigga. I don't know what type of meat that is.
I'm cool. Good, bro. I'm good. I'm not. Yeah, I don't want no junk. I'm cool. But no. But to get back on point, Yeah, bro. Like stuff is going to increase so much for these heathen as the prices that you're paying now. You're going to pay more. You're going to pay a more heavier price. I'll say that.
Oh, straight
And
up.
people don't think grain is important, but it is. It really is. That is one of our, like we said, that is one of our main dishes.
Yep.
But go ahead, bro. I'm gonna let y'all rock out with the article so we can get some more information out, so we can not keep people too long. We can close out. So if anybody got a you
Yeah,
know,
I
go
got
ahead.
the definition for this word, the word volatility in this
Okay.
article. It said it is the rate at which the price of a security increases or decreases for a given set of returns. Volatility is measured by calculating the standard, blah, blah, blah. It's just a whole bunch of, I'm going to get to the point. It measures the risk of a security. It is used in option prices to gauge the fluctuations in the returns of the asset. It indicates the pricing behavior, this is the point, of the security and helps estimate the fluctuations, you know, that may happen in a short period of time. If the prices of a security fluctuate rapidly in a short time span, it is termed to have a high volatility. If the prices of a security fluctuate slowly in a longer time span, it is termed to have a low volatility. And 10 to 15%. I don't know how you would really gauge that, but that seems like that's a decent enough increase for you to see, like, hey, this is higher, and even I'm noticing, and mentally I'm adjusting to it, but I'm able to call out what my baskets be looking like, and I'm noticing them baskets be a lot smaller, you know what I'm saying, at a higher cost. Now granted, I think the last basket I'm thinking about, we had like a few different types of oil in there. That always kind of ran a decent ticket. If you want to get you some avocado oil or some extra virgin olive oil, you're gonna pay a little something. You can pay up to 16 to 20 something dollars, or maybe more, depending on what brand you get, if it's organic and whatnot. But yet and still, that's gonna get the basket's gonna get smaller, and the price tag's gonna get higher, man.
Con. Yep. That inflation.
Yep.
Inflation. Go ahead.
That's
What else you got?
Yeah, I was trying to find out how much rice the U.S. actually imports,
Um,
which
they,
I think it's like around 100, 118, 118,000 tons. And a ton is 2,200 pounds of
well,
rice.
hey, can you get that article that shows it where the U.S. Remember you read it to me earlier. You said the U.S. get a certain million a
Yeah,
year.
I was trying to find it
Okay.
from what they're only giving what they're giving me here. They're telling you how much rice is actually produced
Okay.
by these different countries.
Okay.
You know,
Okay. You got another article to read? To the spirit.
I think there might still be some more on here, right here.
Okay. If you were, Azari, what about you?
I'm looking at something right now.
Okay. Well, we'll let Daniela finish that, and if you got some, bring it out.
All right.
Con. It
All
says
right.
here it says extreme heat that is engulfing huge swatches of Asia, Europe, and North America is just the latest challenge in what has been a rough year for farmers.
Hey, Salakia. Oh my God. That's the where's the scripture? Hold on, Salakia. Hey, bro, did I not just say that?
Mm-hmm.
I just said that. I said, let me see if I can find it. Go ahead, bro. I'll find it. Go ahead, Salakia.
Con. It says they have had to grapple with bouts of extreme weather,
Hey,
including droughts, heavy rain, and floods.
hey, look, I got a scripture, bro. You want to break it down? You can go ahead. All right.
Okay.
The book of Revelation, chapter 16, verse.
Oh, I had it pulled up. Go ahead, read it.
Hey, look, Revelation chapter 16, verse 8. It says, or verse 8. And the fourth angel poured out his vial upon the sun, and the power was given unto him to scorch men with fire. And men were scorched with great heat,
and blaspheme the name of the Most High, which had poured over these plagues, they repented not to give him glory.
Right. So the Lord, basically, this plague is extreme heat, man, which you're receiving extreme heat from the sun. You know, they try, you know, these Edomites try to talk about global warming, right? But the Lord is bringing droughts to places, man. You know, having the sun to dry up all these different places, right? And scorching people, man. I believe what they said this year is going to be in American history is going to be the hottest, is one of the hottest summers on record.
Yep.
So it seemed like what each summer gets hotter and hotter.
But the Lord working, bro.
Mm-hmm. Yep. And for certain brothers that that are deal with let's say husbandry or to that effect, right? You notice that people's plants are dying, people's grass is dying, right?
Yep.
If you ain't out there watering your stuff every day, guess what? It's gonna die,
bro.
And you ain't got no sprinkler system, no what's that other one? You got sprinkler systems, and that's the other one that feeds water to the
they got like drip trickle systems.
Yeah, there's a particular word for it. Yeah, we call it drip
irrigation
system. Irrigation, there you go. Irrigation systems, your plants are gonna die, man.
But look at it, bro. People are dealing with the dilemma of, nigga, should I water my plants and get a high water bill, or I need to worry about my light bill or gas bill?
Mm-hmm.
Fuck them plants.
Yeah.
People like, fuck them plants. Yep. We have to eat. But this was happening in America. Lower class, middle class, high class, however you want to look at it. Look. And when you start dealing with people in business, and me and Diana has experienced it this year, when you start to deal with people in a different bracket, they operate different.
Oh, they operate way different.
You know what I'm saying? Until you start
talking millionaires.
Exactly. When you start dealing with
multi-millionaires, they'll man, they operating different.
Yeah, way different, bro. Way different. Go ahead, bro. You started. Go ahead. You got it. I let you do it.
But yeah, that was the point on that. But yeah, even people who have, you could say, who are really well off, they're still trying to do things the cheap way.
Yep. Save
them money, even as much money as they already have. They got money to retire, and they got enough money to retire and have food for years and years, man.
Yep.
Even though the food prices are high.
Yep.
Yep. But hey, that's the greediness, the covetousness of this society, man.
Yeah.
We talked about it. What was it? A couple camps ago, where a lot of these nations, you got nations that are leaving, but then you got the idiot that's still here.
Yep.
Trying to milk every last bit until the last minute, thinking they're gonna get away. But then that fire is gonna hit them, man. The nuclear missiles gonna destroy them when they should have just went back to their country while they still could.
Yep.
Now you still gonna get a foot up your behind, but you better off over there. You might get a little bit of mercy. You better off over there.
You better off
here, because if you over here and you a heathen, you're through, man. You're gonna get turned into ashes.
You know what? A lot of them is gonna ride it out to the last minute because they know the money that they're gonna be able to make here. But eventually, this is gonna happen. Isaiah 13:14, and it shall be as the chase rope, and as a sheep that no man taketh up. They shall every man turn to his own people, and flee every one into his own land.
Mm-hmm.
So eventually, when they really see this thing's about to go down, they gonna dip. But you know,
If
go ahead. Go ahead.
I said, bro, I said if we gotta remember what's about the system that's gonna take place if they able to. But go ahead, Doc.
No, you're right. But yeah, you got to remember a lot of these heathens came here because they was glamorized and they're drunk off of the doctrine of the well-favored harlot. They thought they could come here and live the American dream. You got these Chinese, that sell to this place from overseas. They've upgraded their shipping system where you can get your shit in a week now. They got different apps and things where you can get. It used to be you was waiting months for your package from China. Your shit coming like this now. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead.
No. Hey, back you up. I'm about to be funny. Hey, what Duval say? Living the best life.
Yeah.
What you niggas?
They ain't going back and forth with you niggas. Yeah, no.
Hey, go ahead.
They got their storefronts. You know what I'm saying? I haven't really. I think I did see one. I saw one Chinese market. The one used to be on McKnight. They shut down. You know, but like other than that, I think a lot of them are still running. But they're gonna try to hold out as long as they can, and they're gonna get out of Dodge if they can.
Now,
a lot of these Moabites, man, they're gonna be going to their own stores and they cannot find rice.
Yeah,
they can't find it. And let's got to connect back home. They got a boat. Hey man, I need some rice over here, and I'll pay you. And they take that boat all the way over here and give him some rice. Unless he got to connect, y'all through.
And see, and back you up, Danielle, like you said, bro. Bro, their main dish is rice. Their main dish is rice, bro. So if rice really if rice become to a scarcity, bro, it's over for them different people that the brother mentioned. Moab, Chinese, Ammon, Japanese, the people the Thai countries, which is mixing amongst them. You know what I'm saying? Even Benjamin, nigga, y'all lose. Jake, y'all lose.
Rice is an everyday thing in the Caribbean, man.
Because rice is an everyday thing, and rice is what? Rice is a fulfillment. But people don't acknowledge rice. What is more prepped up in America? Meat, chicken, steak, even abominable food, shrimp, lobster, crab.
Oh yeah.
So these different things is more abundable, but they're not more sustainable and they're not more shelf life worthy. It's fucking garbage. If the EMP hit, we can't store our meat unless it's in jars.
Or you jerkify it.
Yeah,
or jerkify it. But bro, how many Jake know that?
Right.
Not too many. You see what I'm saying? Because go ahead, bro.
No, not very many. Go ahead.
Not very many. Now we're learning this over the process through the spirit of Yahweh Bashim Shai and the brotherhood, and putting the spirit on us to seek out and learn of what do they do this, how do they do that. Because in the world, we wouldn't give a fuck. We wouldn't think about it. But now we're in the aspect of, hey, bro, we need mason jars.
The store food, yeah.
Bro, we need mason jars. Yeah. So we can do it. And we're going to do it through the spirit and power of Yahweh if he allows and what he does. But on an average basis, nobody gives a fuck because they don't think about that. Nigga, if you open up a can of sardines in front of somebody, they're like, nigga, what the fuck is wrong with you?
That's crazy because I done had people do that to me. Yeah, out in the field working. I opened up a can of sardines, eat a real, get my omega-3s in. I'm like, you eat sardines out of a can? You eat sardines? I'm like, yeah, what you mean?
Hey, look, you're gonna have to hide them sardines,
bro,
in the corner with. Hey, it's gonna come a time you're gonna be like, nigga, he gonna try to open that bitch quiet. Niggas gonna be trying to kill over them sardines, boy. Did I hear somebody open a can? Nigga, I smell sardines, nigga.
Hey, bro. He said, hey, no, but for real. No, but for real though. You know what I mean? People don't look at that as being sustainable and like, you know what I'm saying? They more like, nigga, this nigga on some poor shit.
Yep.
They so low level mindset. But we in a different realm, so to speak, to the spirit, we think of things different. We look at things different. So to the spirit, that's what I'm saying. Like all brothers and even sisters that's falling the faith. Now you gotta praise Yahweh Shemashah to be that to have you in a mindset that you're even in because, bro, we can be fucking bugged out.
Yeah.
As we just mentioned sardines, like I'm thinking eating sardines, he bugging, but not knowing of why is he eating sardines? What made him eat sardines? You know, ask this person why he eating sardines of and get a perspective. But people that don't happen in this day and age.
Right. People don't inquire.
You know what I'm saying? But it's all good. But we ain't gonna be I ain't trying to be on too long.
Right.
So,
I got this real quick to back up everything we were saying.
Anybody got scriptures and articles?
I got
scripture.
Let's let them block it.
One real quick to back up what you just said. Proverbs 22:3. A prudent man foreseeth the evil and hideth himself. But the simple pass on and are punished.
Hey, so look, like I said, a prudent man seeth the evil and he hideth himself. So he sees the thing that's going on. He's being circumspect and he's like, yo, something is not right. Even if a person is not in the truth, you gotta be like, I don't know what the hell's going on, but I fucking know something ain't right. You know, how a nigga get a nigga get a instinct to be like, we leaving the club right now.
Wait a minute.
But we leave.
Yeah.
We leaving, nigga.
Something don't feel right, man.
Yeah, we out.
Right. So I got this too, this precept. It says, a man shall have no pity upon his neighbor, but shall destroy their houses with the sword and spoil their goods because of the lack of bread and for great tribulation. The scarcity that's coming, this is going to cause people to go crazy. People are going to be in survival mode. It's going to be, if I got the power to take it from you, I'm going to take it. Whatever you got, man. Food, women, because it says, like, for great tribulation, people are going to be catching hell. So, you know, you get you a woman. What's a woman, man? You get you a little bit of comfort, man.
Yeah, the course of
People
their
are going to be seeking comfort and sustenance, food.
Yep, the course of their actions shall stand in their power. You know, and the reason why when you see the book of Eli, because some people like to downplay that too. Of ain't nobody gonna think about having a woman in those times. Man, you crazy. Niggas is like the bro said, comfort. It's a reason why they're called comfort girls. You know, for them, however many minutes you engage in that activity that we ain't got to get too deep into, you ain't thinking about what's going on around you. You know, that's why dudes get set up by women all the time, because while you in it, they coming in the door and you ain't hearing it because you are engaged in the activity. You know, there's something to think about. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, man.
Right. The scriptures talk about a woman, a wife being a pillar of rest to her husband, man. People are going to be wanting some rest, some comfort, man, to escape.
Yeah.
To escape what they about to be going through.
Yep.
Even within food, bro, you got to understand food can become a comfort. Let's be honest.
Yeah.
You might be going through something. You might be aggravated. You eat some good food. You be straight.
You ain't thinking about this no more.
You be good.
Yep. Go to sleep, get the ice, and go to bed. It's over with.
And so it's like, so food is a big deal. So that's why brothers harp on health. Brothers harp on fasting and this and that, because Esau's going to use food against us.
Yep.
He's a goddamn devil, man. And he's going to use it against us, and we know it. That's why he's gonna say, you know what? Oh, you ain't got this? No food, nigga. I locked you up and no food.
Under the threat of death or deletion.
Hey, look. Well, remember the elder Eleazar, older man in his age. What did Antioch threaten him with? Food.
Mm-hmm.
Something that was against our law of Yahweh Bashim Shah. All he said was, look, nigga, you ain't even gotta eat it. Just eat
Yeah,
the pork.
they tried to make him
Okay.
they said, yeah, well, look, we'll give you some lawful meat, just pretend like it's pork and eat it in front of everybody. He said, no, I'm not even gonna pretend like it's pork. No.
Yeah, because the Lord would have fucked him up.
Yeah. And also within that, the Lord would have fucked him up, but in it was also portraying to our generation of the younger, but under him of it would have been okay.
Yeah, that's why the Lord would have fucked him up, because, like he said, he would have basically set a bad example.
Yep.
Younger men would be emboldened by his actions as an elder to say, well, if the elder did it, I guess it's okay, even if he didn't even really do it. So the Lord would have known. Go ahead, Salaki.
No. Go ahead, bro. You're right.
Yeah, the Lord would have known. The Lord would have been like, oh, I see what's going on. He's like, look, man, just to live a little bit longer, that nigga going to just unalive me, dog. Ain't worth it.
And that shows you the impact of an elder or a leader is important. This is why Esau did what he did to our elders, and or to the influencers to influence our people to do wickedness.
Yeah.
So I mean, anybody get any in the scriptures?
Yeah, I gotta end the scripture right here.
No, go ahead.
There's scarcity coming, but the elect, those that have faith and believe in the Lord and are obedient unto the end, they're not gonna have to worry about these different things.
Yeah.
Right? This is Job chapter 5 and verse 19.
Yeah.
It said, oh, hold on. Let's get verse 18. Let's get the whole chapter. Hold on. Job chapter 5 and verse 18. Yep. Okay. It says, for he maketh sore and bindeth up, he woundeth, and his hand maketh whole. It says, he shall deliver thee in 6 troubles, yea, and 7, there shall no evil touch thee. So in a time where there's going to be great judgment and great famine coming upon the earth, and great destruction coming upon the people, right? This is for the elect, and we pray, we hope that we are of that number, right? But this is what's going to be for the Lord's men, all right, that trust in him in that day, right?
Yep.
It says, in famine, he shall redeem thee from death, right? So the elect are not going to have to worry about being destroyed by famine, right? The Lord's going to provide. How is he going to redeem them from death? By providing them food, right? Okay. And in war, from the power of the sword. What's that? Isaiah 59 and 19, where it talks about the standard being lifted up. That's how that's going to play a role in that, from being delivered from the power of the sword, the intervention of the angels, the spiritual power.
Yep.
It says, thou shalt be hid from the scourge of the tongue, neither shalt thou be afraid for destruction when it cometh. Right? It says, at destruction and famine, thou shalt laugh. Right? So, hey, when you think about it, we're going to be laughing at, if we be of that number, Salakia, the hopeful elect, they're going to be laughing at everybody else's destruction.
Yep.
Everybody else that is suffering from famine. Especially you 2/3 niggas, man. The 2/3 of our people that walk past, they fanned their hand at us. They didn't take heed, They say, oh, man, what y'all gonna be out here when I get back, man? Yeah, I got some business here. How long y'all gonna be out here? Yeah, y'all gonna be out here next week, man. And you never came back. You never took heed. Right? It says, at destruction and famine thou shalt laugh, neither shalt thou be afraid for the beast of the earth, And that's one of the things that the Lord is going to use for people's destruction. Wild beasts, right? Which what is it out there in France? They released them zoo animals, man. They just walking around. You see these prophecies coming to pass, right? This is coming to a city in America near you.
Nigga, you just walking through the city with a fucking zebra? Come on, bro.
Bro, rhinos just in the
A rhino?
Come on, bro. Lions and shit. Like, come on, bro. Come on. That's you about to see that in the city. There's zoos here. There's zoos in all these different cities.
Yeah,
right?
Yeah.
A precept backing you up directly, and then we can
come.
The Lord willing. Isaiah 65:11. But ye are they that forsake Yahweh, that forget my holy mountain, that prepare a table for that troop, and that furnish the drink offering unto that number. Therefore I will number you to the sword, and ye shall all bow down to the slaughter. Because when I called, ye did not answer. When I spake, ye did not hear, but did evil before mine eyes, and did choose that wherein I delighted not. Therefore thus saith the Lord power. Behold, my servant shall eat, but ye shall be hungry. Behold, my servant shall drink, but ye shall be thirsty. Behold, my servant shall rejoice, but ye shall be ashamed.
Good up.
You know, hey, I mean, it's pretty much self-explanatory. If somebody want to expound, they can. It's a little bit more that we can, it says, behold, my servant shall sing for joy of heart, but ye shall cry for sorrow of heart, and shall howl for vexation of spirit.
Right.
And ye shall leave your name for a curse unto my chosen, for Yahweh power shall slay thee, and call his servants by another name.
Right. Yeah, man. So like the brother was saying, that's self-explanatory. But you can see because Israel, the 2/3 of Israel are not going to take heed, there's going to be famine and destruction, right? They're going to be in the worst case scenario.
Yeah.
Right? And those that took heed, the elect, they're going to be fine. They're going to be all right. Even though there are going to be tests, and struggles that we're going to have to go through, right? But the Lord is still going to provide for them and have them in a good spirit, with a firm faith in being saved, man.
That's it. So just back in there, at calamity you shall laugh, at famine and calamity you shall laugh. Lord willing, we be of those servants that be worthy to be protected and sustained during the great times to come, as is depicted in many scriptures. 1,000 shall fall on thy side, and 10,000 at thy right side, but it shall place shall not come nigh unto thee. There's many scriptures that give you something to hope for if you are of the elect. So Lord willing. Y'all close this out.
Right. I got this.
Oh.
Let's check out something.
I got just this last precept right here. It says, and thou shalt Salakia. It says, for thou shalt be in league with the stones of the field, and the beasts of the field shall be at peace with thee. So the elect, they're not gonna have to worry about wild animals attacking them, man. They're gonna be in league with with the animals and the beasts of the field, man. Those different judgments are for the wicked, man. And the elect are seen as righteous in the eyes of Yahweh Shem Shai. Right. That's the point right there. Hey, with that, we want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, by Hashem Yahushua, by Hashem Rakakwadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone, and shalom to the hopeful elect brothers and sisters that believe in His word and that fear in the Heavenly Father and His Son. Shalom to that brother.